The next comic, he's a very funny guy. He's more than kind of funny. He's actually my favorite comic, soon to be yours. Give it up for John Kine.
How y'all doing tonight? It's not that there's a right answer. That is the right answer. Let's also give it up for the birthday girl. Give it up for Emma. Just so things aren't awkward, don't worry. I know up front that look a little bit strange. My right eye, like it's looking straight ahead, and my left eye, it did not accept the calendar invite. All right, it's a condition that's called lazy eye. I'm totally cool, right, with it, with having the condition. I, of course, am not cool with it being called lazy eye. Right, that's just mean. That's a dick name, right? That's not okay. It's mean. It's judgmental. We're not like that with other conditions. Like, you seem like a decent person. Like, I can't imagine you turning to someone who seems to be having the symptoms of a stroke and going, lazy face. Right? We're not doing that. Right? No one is bragging about, we've made a special effort in the space. We have ramps. It is extremely lazy leg accessible. It's not okay. I don't think you're going to turn on the TV and see an ad for like a middle-aged, handsome guy working on his Mustang, talking to his girlfriend, and like if you're later in life and you're suffering from male performance, you're already thinking lazy dick, aren't you? Not okay. It's not all right. I also don't think it's accurate, right? It's busy. It's a free spirit. It's out there. I propose we call it Maverick Eye. I think that would be a lot better than that. Also, not to brag or anything, but if nothing else, I will be the only comic tonight that's making like direct eye contact with two different members of the audience at all time. I want to do some jokes. It's getting near Halloween, so let's do something a little bit frightening. And of course, there's nothing more frightening than the election. I know, and I want to acknowledge, no one is coming from comedy like, I want to get more into the election, right? This is escapism. But you have to understand, from the comedic point of view, like, these have an expiration date that's rapidly approaching. Right? So all jokes must go for that. And I will say, it's been frightening, but from a comedic point of view, like, I appreciate, like, Donald Trump gave us a gift in comedy when he was searching for political change in his vice president candidate, and he looked for that change in the cushions of a couch. And I know, but wait, like, J.D. Vance did not have sex with a couch. And here's the thing, like, if someone makes up a rumor that you have sex with a couch, that's not good, right? That's not good. But it's really the problem when thousands of people kind of give you the once-over and go like, that checks out. I feel like a lot of comics were also thinking about, like, if I'm going to act out, like, how was he having sex with the couch? And I did the research for you. But the funniest thing is that I think he preferred couch on top. I want to be fair, too. Like, I don't, like, if you told me that Donald Trump had sex with a couch, I would not believe that. Like, I want to be fair, like, be open-minded. If you told me he sexually assaulted a couch, that might check out. Also, if you saw, he recently really went into a great deal of graphic detail and awe about the size of Arnold Palmer's penis. Did anyone hear this? It's amazing. It is, even if you're hiding from the news, this is worth seeing. He's kind of awestruck. And I don't know if you know this, like, Trump really kind of leans into monetizing things for his campaign, and I'm kind of proud. I was one of the first recipients of the Donald Trump campaign Arnold Palmer Memorial Condom. Memorial Condom. I actually brought it here. So there you go. The USA and everything. Reservoir tip. Really proud. Big club, that man. Big club. Things are confusing. I'm confused by a lot of things. I don't like common expressions, like if you ever the expression, a bird in the hand is worth two, and then I'm already like, stop there. Because the thing is, we don't live in an avian-based economy. Which I think is good. Can you imagine having to go to someone like, hey, do you have change for a hawk? I need doves for the vending machine. It's not good for that. I don't understand McDonald's slogan, it's the longest running slogan they've had. I'm loving it. Like, loving it? Like, here's the thing. Like, McDonald's is at best a casual encounter, right? Like, love, like, if you're down to clown with Ronald and you want to, like, backslide and chill, that's fine. But, like, don't love bomb your Big Mac. Also, hot take, I don't think that Happy Meals, honestly, are either of those things. So these are things that I don't understand for it. I also, Monopoly. Anyone a big fan of Monopoly, the board game? Ooh, we got some fan. I get it. I don't, but ultimately I don't understand how it's stood the sort of test of time. Like, how is it supposed to be relevant for millennials and beyond, a game that's about acquiring property? Right? Like, I think if you want to have the Monopoly experience that's relevant for millennial and beyond, what you have to do is actually join a Monopoly game after people have already been playing it for 2 hours. Right? Like, all the property has been purchased. Like, you can't afford the rent anywhere. And, like, the one thing you have going for you is, like, your tiny dog. Tiny dog there. I appreciate that. I love dogs. I have a dog named Scout before other famous people named their dog Scout. And I love it. He has this really adorable habit. If he's taking a bath, he gets this look of, like, total resignation. Like, I've just given up. It's all over. And just when you think he's entirely just given up and accepted it, that's when he springs for freedom. And I can't be upset because that's exactly how I exited my marriage. So, like, I get that. It was extremely amicable, which it was good for. We have a kid together. It's wonderful. It's good to if you're gonna love someone for a long time, why not? If you can maintain the friendship, that's great. Also, I have a PhD in conflict resolution, so on a professional level, it would be awkward, right? It would be a tough one to explain. When people, sometimes when they find out that I have the PhD in conflict resolution, they go like, oh, you're half Jewish, like, you have this PhD in conflict resolution, how would you solve Israel-Palestine? And I'm like, I don't know what. Can you imagine what a dick I would be if, like, I had the answer to that and I'm sitting on it? Like, if you want to ask me, okay, but, like, I'm not gonna, as I'm Gen X, so a lot of things, and watched how things have changed over time. Like, now we have Pornhub, but in my day that was the lingerie section of the Sears catalog. Disturbingly, I went, when I was looking at that joke, like, I went back to, like, look, they have old archives of the Sears catalog. I recognized some of the models. So porn addiction has been a thing for a long time in the world. Also, like, for, like, things that don't quite check out, like, now if you watch a social influencer after a video, they're like and follow. And, like, I don't know, in my day, like, that was known as stalking. Right? That's for that. I don't really get on that. So that's different. Also, now for drug use, there's, like, there's microdosing. Small. Have you heard of that? I don't know. As a Gen Xer, like, that was known as being a pussy. Things have changed a little bit. That's all I'm saying for it. Also for it, oh God, yeah. On other things that are changing. Like, artificial intelligence is coming in and people are afraid of it. I guess I'm mainly just afraid of artificial intelligence getting to my GPS, right? Because here's my impression of my GPS if it had artificial intelligence. Like, calculating directions to the dispensary again for the 3rd time this week. And you wonder why you don't remember the directions. Also, I think that it would sound like this. Recalculating. Also, I don't know about if your GPS has this feature. Mine, I believe, is actively trying to kill me. Like, for one thing, whenever I arrive, it's like, you have arrived at your final destination. Like, I don't know if it's final. Like, I don't know about that. Also, have you ever tried to defeat your GPS's estimated time of arrival? Yeah, right. Like I'm sitting here, like I am gunning it, right? I am going, responsibly 10 miles per hour over the 10 miles per hour in this school zone. I'm flying. It's going rough like that, and still it doesn't. I pull up and I've arrived exactly at the time, and it's like what's going on? And I feel it's like this overambitious Asian tiger mom of like, am I wrong to expect your best? I saw the light there, so I sort of want to end on this bit. I personally came to comedy as a way to deal with hard things. I had a very abusive father, and I think it's nice to sort of reclaim our power. So if you had an abusive parent, or even if you had bullies or whatnot, make some noise. Yeah, yeah. We're all pretty brave when they're not in the fucking room. And I remember when it first started to peak out for me, it was at a really young age. I was growing up in Florida, and so we would go out to see the shuttle launches, and I saw firsthand the Challenger disaster. And then I turned to my teacher, and I said, proudly, I guess NASA now stands for needs another 7 astronauts. I know. And she looked at me and said, John, too soon. And the message that I took from that was, so you're saying there'll be a time. That's been my time. I'm John Kine. Thank you very much.